Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Carlos. Glad you joined me. Today I'm going to be reviewing the leg session from this week. It was another PR week, another weekly progression, and I have to admit it's starting to get a bit difficult. Starting to feel a bit of apprehension for next week because this set was just smoked, and I literally felt like I was going to die on the last rep. It's so different doing power moves for like just a few reps or maybe a 1 rep max or even 4 or 5. This is like individual, right? Because we all understand there's some very, very strong individuals out there and others that are, everybody's at a different level. I'm reaching kind of my limit. I think I can, I have more strength in me. I just don't know how that's going to translate to those higher reps because it is very challenging. At least it is for me. So let me just review that one particular set, and then I'll go over the entire routine. The warm-ups, as usual, it's very easy. From one plate to 2 plates to 3 plates, striving to go to complete depth on the Smith machine. Why would you not if it is on the machine? That's what it's for. I'm trying to correct my posture. I'm trying to correct the angle of my back, and just trying to go to absolute depth. There's this argument about 90% depth. Is it enough? And I've talked to many people who say, you only need to squat to 90%. And I said, one thing is only need to, and what is optimal, and what it is that you particularly want. Now, in my particular case, since I exalt the squat as one of the most beautiful movements a human being can perform, I am entertained, I am captivated by watching a full ass to grass squat. That's what I like to watch. I'm not really amused or entertained by seeing a half squat or what are these half-ass squats or 90-degree squat. For all of you guys out there that are doing this, and that's what you can do, and that's how you're progressing, well, that's fine. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that for me particularly, it really doesn't light me up. So that's what I'm striving for, complete range of motion. Now, the other benefit to the complete range of motion is hip flexion. Everybody wants to do the squat as a leg dominant movement, and that's fine. It is, basically you're lifting with your legs. But how can you leave on the table the hips and your glutes and your lower back? All these things are very important to develop. And when they're developed in conjunction with everything else in the proper form, I believe it creates a more beautiful and aesthetic physique. So that's that's what I'm striving for. So the Smith machine, ass to grass, the warm-ups are very easy. I don't do very many reps. I'm not going for reps on the warm-ups, or I'm not trying to pre-fatigue anything just because, I'm apprehensive for doing that top set. For me, I get nervous. I get, I start to stress out a little bit like the day before, and I really shouldn't because I know I can. So it's like, why do I stress so much? Well, just because, So anyway, so got to the top set, 375 pounds. I've been at that weight for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I was thinking about attacking the bar aggressively from the very start. Just, 1, 2, 3. And the problem with that is that you do tap out quick. If you gas at 4, it's hard to regroup the oxygen and the breathing and just stay static for more than 2 or 3 seconds and then go for it. So I think I only did 2 with that cadence. And right from the start, it felt very heavy. It was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get this done? At that moment, the thought of climbing up to 9 reps was kind of invading my mind space there. And I said, well, no, just continue to grind. So, 2, 3, 4. When I got to 5, I felt that I was gassed. I said, how am I going to finish this set? I've been waiting all week for this set. And here I am halfway through and I don't know what to do. It's like, okay, just continue. Okay, so I did my 6th rep And, when I got to 7, it was like, what an ordeal. It was like, oh my God, when am I going to finish this? Finally, when I got to 8, I was confused if it was 8 or 9. I said, this already happened to me on another video where I thought I did a PR and I didn't. And I said, well, just try to go for 10. And I said, I'm going to die. So I can't do this. You can do this. And, by God, I dive bombed the last rep, and it was a grinder, but I think there was one more in there. But honestly, when I re-racked, and I just wanted to fall on the floor, and I almost wanted to sob from relief. I mean, I know I'm overplaying the shit. It's like, how, this is easy stuff for other people. But for me, it was just very, very hardcore, and I literally felt like the weight of the world was off my shoulders. I felt like I was going to die. I was like, oh my goodness, this sucks. But at the same time, the feeling of satisfaction of having registered that PR, it's going to be there forever, like forever and ever and ever and ever. So these things are very satisfying. They go deep into, my spirit, and they do give me like the utmost satisfaction. Now, human nature being what it is, I want more. And obviously, I'm trying to progress to reach a certain limit. Like, when I think of doing 15 reps with 500 pounds, I say, oh my goodness, what am I getting myself into, really? Like, what is it that I'm trying to do? So, well, you're trying to get as strong as humanly possible as you can possibly get. And this is going to take time. And this is going to take like week after week after week. You're going to have to deload. You're going to have to back off sometimes. But you just have to continue pressing at this thing. Just push, push, push. Or else you're not going to achieve the thing that you set out to achieve. So, that being said, okay, so let's go back to the start of the workout. As always, start out with the bicycle. 12 minutes of just steady, low intensity. I'm not trying to do cardio. I'm trying to sync my breathing. I'm trying to... Because it seems to me that when you synchronize your breathing from the start, you get into a meditative state. Obviously, you have to concentrate on your breathing. You don't have to concentrate on your cardio when you're doing cardio. Okay, pump harder, heart. Come on. How do you do that? Like pump, pump, pump with your mind? No, you can't. You can concentrate on your breathing. When you focus on your breathing, like everything else starts to click in. So when I got on the bicycle, I was distracted. I was looking over there. I was checking out everybody in the gym. It's like, come on, man. Focus on the screen. Get your breathing in order. You're here. You're doing this. You got to concentrate. Come on. You're at work. Go for it. So it's like, man, the impulse to be distracted, the impulse to not focus, it's like half the battle. It really is. It's like, okay, man, this is part of the training is training yourself to really focus on what you're doing. That is part of the training just as much as pumping the muscle. So, okay, I got my shit together there, like at minute 3, I focused, got that in the can, got my shit, and went down to it's a multi-level gym, so I say I go up, I go down. I went down to the second floor or the third floor where the leg machinery is, and I start out with the Bulgarian split squats. I've been doing these for the last few weeks, and I find them to be very effective. I'm just doing body weight right now, so I increased from 10 to 12, and today was 3 sets of 15. So I got a pump from those. I got my glutes and just the thigh was, it was targeted. It works. It's very effective. I can't wait to put some weight on there. And from there I went to the squats. I just went over what I did with the squats. It was totally, the bomb. Only did those 4 sets, 3 feeder sets warming up and the working set. And that's it. It's like, okay, could I have done more? No. It would not have been productive after that set. My knees were not hurting, but the area around them, like all the, the muscles, the teardrop, the lower quad, everything was highly stressed. And that's fine. And from there, I went to the leg curls. So I did the standing isolateral leg curl and got a wicked pump. I just started with light weight. I think it was 35 pounds or 40 pounds on each side. And just really strict stretch all the way from the bottom. Load the weight on with the complete stretch, and then bang it up, and then hold peak contraction with the heel to the ass, And, I did sets of 20 there. And then I did another set on the line leg curl. And that really pumped me up. But the pumps on that are starting to hurt in the sense that the lower ham connection with the knee behind the leg is feeling super, super tight. It's almost like between pain and pump. So I was going to do another set, and I said, no, just leave well enough alone. It's just, I did my PR in the squat. I achieved the purpose of the workout, and I'm just going to, go through the motions doing the rest. And I usually finish, or I always finish off with free weight bar squats, deep squats with the pause on the bottom. I'm practicing the reflex action with the pause. And but it didn't go off so well. I just wasn't. I was drained. I was gassed. That was it. That was it. So I just did 2 reps as a warm up, and then I went up to 275 to do a working set, and I just couldn't pull it off. I almost lunged forward, and I said, "Fuck this. This is it's over today." Very low volume session, but one of the most productive ones. And okay, so that brings me to this thought. It's like just one extra rep on those heavy weights will gas you. It's like, at least it did for me. Had I stayed at 8, I probably would have finished the entire workout. And then what would have been accomplished? Some hypertrophy, some workload, but at least the mental satisfaction of going from 8 to 9. And now I see myself doing those 10 reps and graduating. See, the thing here is, once I hit the 10 reps with the 375, it's gone. It's done. It's signed, sealed, delivered. It's put away. Now it's 4 plates. Even if I have to start with 3 reps or 4, but it's 4 plates now. And if the volume is too low on the new progression, then I'll do more sets, obviously, so I can accumulate more work volume and not just, okay, yeah, I did 3 reps and that's it for today. No. I hope to be starting out at between 3 and 5, hope to hit 5. We'll see. 4 plates is starting to feel, it's heavy stuff for me. And it's dangerous weights also, man. I have a student that I'm coaching, and he called me up. He left a voice message this morning. He got a little pain here. He's very lightweight, and he's starting out. He's very gung ho. He takes everything very seriously. And I said, Pablo, you have to be very careful with this. I want you to go slow, because I'll tell you from experience, heavy weights can injure you. You can get hernias, you can tear a quad, you can hurt your lower back, you can really fuck your shit up if you're not very careful. He only weighs 135 pounds, and he's starting on his lifting career. He's this smaller guy. And so he sends me an audio this morning. He's got a little pain in his. I said, be careful. You just stop everything you're doing. Go to the doctor and get it checked out. You don't want to hurt yourself. So back to the 4 plates. 4 plates is daunting. It can be intimidating. Some people, I'm always comparing other people, but like for some people, this is very lightweight, very strong, heavy power lifters, strong, big guys. But if you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, that was it for the leg session today. It was incredible. I am a bit apprehensive for next week, but what the hell? This is what we're doing, and we're just going for it. My body is feeling absolutely, in tune, in sync. Nothing is hurting anymore. My shoulder's not hurting anymore. I don't have knee pain, no lower back pain, nothing. No high blood sugars, no nothing. I'm just absolutely stoked. I'm completely healthy, and I just give thanks to Almighty God for such wonderful blessings. Being alive, first of all, and to being able to do this, to lift these weights, and to have the hope of reaching old age, in a strong, fit, hardcore body is just like the most exciting thing I can conceive of right now. So anyways, that being said, I want to leave everybody with what else did I want to say? Oh, okay, the correlation between leg, strength and size, because I've been asked on the group. I have, I'm a member of a over 55 lifting group, and everybody's asking for physique photos. Man, these PRs, you must have a really, sculptured body, lots of muscles, and I don't think so. Like, my legs aren't particularly big or anything, and nothing else is particularly big. I don't have big arms. You would think, after lifting weights for all these years, I started late. Like at 47, I started lifting seriously. I wasn't a lifetime lifter. I wasn't, competing at 33 or 35 and doing, bodybuilding shows and powerlifting competitions. No, I was just a normal guy, and I overate. I drank a lot, and one day my daughter looked at me and said, "Dad, look at that belly!" And I had this big belly. Oh shit! I got to get in shape, or else I'm gonna die one of these days. So I started, seriously at 47. I got back into the gym at 43. Those 3 years, I didn't really do much. I was still drinking a lot of beer. And, that's gone. I don't drink, no recreational drugs, none of that shit, only coffee. And, oh, I got my coffee over there. I can't wait to drink it. So there isn't really that correlation of size and strength, although a little bit. I'll post some pictures pretty soon. It's not that I'm ashamed of my body. It's just, I don't feel comfortable in any case showing off. I just want to be known for being really a hard worker in the gym and one of the hardest lifters that there is, that can be. And that really depends on the person. It doesn't depend on how strong they are. It depends how much they want it. And believe me, I want this. This is like do or die for me. This is like the most important thing that I can do right now. I have many other dimensions. I'm devoted to my spiritual life. I have a very intense work life. I do a lot of things, but I also am doing this. This is very central and very important. And I can't stress enough the appreciation and the support I get from the people watching these videos, and they send me nice comments. Some of you guys, some of the social media venues are very hostile. They're very uppity, snobbish, just putting people down for any reason whatsoever. And it's so hardcore. I remember when I was a metalhead and I used to play guitar, I used to hang out with guys like, Megadeth back in the day when they were just starting. And these cliques in the Hollywood guitar scene were so uppity, up their ass, snobbish. Man, if you listen to jazz, or if you, God forbid, they hear you listening to a pop tune on the radio, if you're a hardcore metal banger, man, and it seems like these, lifting niches are kind of like that. But hey, you got to give everybody their own space. Anyways, God bless everybody. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend, and we'll see you next time.